You're watching DD India News Hour. I'm Ramesh Ramachandran. As India doubled its gross domestic product or GDP in a decade, clocking an impressive growth of 105%, the Indian government is implementing a production-linked incentive scheme or PLI scheme to bolster the country's manufacturing sector.
India shines bright again in global economy rankings. India holds the 5th rank in the world's top economies with a remarkable change real GDP of $4.3 trillion in 2025. Compared to $2.4 trillion GDP in 2015, India's GDP rose significantly in 2025, along with the highest inflation-adjusted growth of 105% among the top 14 countries, surpassing major global economies like the United States, China, and Germany, as per the data released by the International Monetary Fund. In comparison, the United States and China's GDP grew by 66% and 76%, respectively, during the same period. The IMF data also revealed that India, the world's fastest growing economy, is all set to overtake Japan and become the 4th largest economy in the world, as the latter's GDP grew nil in the past decade. India stands tall as the 5th largest economy of the world. The United Kingdom's GDP grew by 28% in the past decade, while France saw a 38% growth in its GDP from $2.4 trillion in 2015 to $3.3 trillion in 2025. The United States remains the world's largest economy, with its GDP growing from $23.7 trillion in 2015 to $30.3 trillion in 2025. Analysts believe that with the government's proactive economic policies, bold structural reforms, and a sustained focus on ease of doing business, India is among the world's top economies.
Indian economy is emerging quite rapidly at the global economy level. Now it is $4.3 trillion economy in 2025. So it has grown by 105%, which is the largest growth around the world during this period, whereas the China and US could not grow even half of that collectively. And now it is going to relegate Japan behind it, and Japan is now $4.4 trillion economy. So it is expected by the end of this year or early next year, India will be ahead of Japan to become the 4th largest economy because of its growing new growth center by developing new states as the growth engines, new growth sectors around the economy, entire country.
As India marches ahead in its vision of being self-reliant, the production-linked incentive schemes for 14 key sectors are under implementation. It will give boost to the country's manufacturing prowess and ramp up exports. As on date, 764 applications have been approved under PLI schemes for 14 key sectors. 176 MSMEs are among the PLI beneficiaries in sectors such as bulk drugs, medical devices, pharma, telecom, food processing, textiles, and drones. In an era marked by escalating global trade tensions and persistent geopolitical uncertainties, the Indian economy has demonstrated remarkable resilience and robust growth, proving that global shift is real. Ayushi Bhatnagar's report for DD India.